us to draw right angle. That means 90 degrees. We have many methods. We will use the simplest method amongst them. Draw a straight line. First of all, draw a straight line. By using your compass, take a random measurement and draw an arc. First of all, draw a straight line, take a random measurement, place your needle of your compass here, draw a random arc. Thereafter, from both ends, you have to construct 60 degrees. So from here, I am going to place my needle and draw an arc. Here also, I am going to place my needle at this place to draw an arc. So that means here we are having a 60, here also we are having a 60. Let's produce that 60 by connecting the midpoint and the arcs which you have constructed. So this is a 60-degree angle, and here also we are having 60 degree. In the middle also we are having another 60. Our requirement is to produce a 90 degree. For that one, we are having 60, 60, 60. I'm going to bisect the middle one. The middle, look at the middle 60. You have to draw the angle bisector for the 60 degrees. Now place your needle here. Don't change the measurement which you have taken to draw the semicircle. Draw an arc. Now place your needle here. Draw another arc. So when you connect these points by using a straight ruler, you will have 90 degrees. That means this 60 which is splitted into 30 degree and 30 degrees respectively. So here we are having a right angle. Here we are having a right angle. 60 plus 30 right angle. In left hand side also we have another right angle. So this is the basic method to draw the 90 degree angle. I'll repeat again from the beginning. Draw a straight line. Then draw a random arc. Place your needle here to produce 260 degrees in both ends of the hemicycle. Thereafter, draw the angle bisector of the middle 60 degrees. So that will produce two right angles respectively. Okay, this is second method to draw the right angle. Constructing a line perpendicular to a given external point. That means initially there is a line given. In locus, I have explained you there are some conditions. So you have to consider about the conditions before starting to do the question. A line perpendicular to a given external point. These are the key terms. So we are having a line. We are having an external point. My external point would be here. Okay, my external point that is here. Okay, this is my external point. I will mark that point as A. From A, you have to draw the perpendicular line for the given straight line which is indicated by blue color. First of all, what you have to do is you have to place your needle of your compass here. Okay, just follow my steps. Place needle of your compass here. And your pencil should be somewhere greater than the length between these two. Okay, your needle should be aligned at exact point A. You can take anywhere A, no problem with that. But your compass would be not limited to this length. You have to get an extended length than the distance between the point to the straight line. I will repeat again. The expansion of your compass should be greater than the length between A and this straight line. Now by using that measurement, you have to draw an arc. That arc should intersect the straight line at two different places. That is our requirement. If if the measurement which you have taken is incorrect, your arc should be like that. Okay, arc should be like that. If in this case, you have to raise that arc and extend your length. Sometimes you will have something like this. Only at one point, this arc is touching the straight line. I will mark the straight line's name as PQ. Okay, touching the straight line PQ. But that is incorrect also. But here, you have to draw a suitable arc that should intersected at two different places in the PQ straight line. Likewise, draw an arc. Thereafter, what you have to do is, thereafter it's simple. You have to draw the perpendicular bisector from these two points. Place your needle here, draw an arc. Sometimes you will have one arc here. When you place your needle here, another arc here. There is no any intersection between these arcs. In those cases, what you have to do? That means one arc is something like this, another arc would be like this. So in these cases, don't confuse. So your measurement is not enough to draw two such suitable arcs. Those cases, if you arc one is here, another one is here, there is no any intersection. Just extend your measurement in the compass, just little extend. Then you will have an arc here. Now place your needle at this point and draw another arc here. Now you are having the construction. Now you have to connect the point A and the intersection of these two arcs. What you have to do? You have to connect the point A with the intersection of these two arcs. Below the line we have two intersectional arcs. You have to connect that point with A. So it will produce the perpendicular line with respect to PQ. From the beginning what we have did, line perpendicular to a given external point. That external point is A, the straight line is PQ. To produce two intersection at line PQ, likewise you have to take suitable measurement to draw arc. Thereafter from that arc you have to place your needle at the intersection with PQ line with that particular arc which you have completed to draw. From that draw the angle bisection below the line only. You will have two more arcs. Connect point A with the intersection of the arcs which are located below from the straight line PQ. So when you connect that, that will produce a perpendicular line with respect to straight line PQ. This is the way. If there is any external point given, to draw a perpendicular line, an external point given, a line given. So from this point you have to draw the perpendicular line for this straight line. Draw suitable arc, draw the angle, perpendicular bisection, just connect them. You can produce 90 degrees from an external point to the straight line. This would be the perpendicular construction. So in this case, you are having a straight line here. The point which is located below the line here, take a suitable measurement to draw arc like this. Here already the point is below the line now. So your construction of the perpendicular bisector would be located above the line. So place your needle here, draw an arc. Place your needle here, draw an arc. When you connect those 2 points, that will produce the perpendicularism. Okay, perpendicular line with respect to the given external point to the straight line, because this is the suitable method. Now let's look at the next type, constructing a perpendicular line. Okay, let's mark the key terms here. What are the key terms? Perpendicular line to a given point in the line. To a given point in the line. That means draw a straight line. In that line, mark a point. I will mark the point as here. So at this point you have to construct the perpendicular line. At this point you have to construct the perpendicular line. For that one, what you have to do is, it is really simple than other methods. Place your needle here. Take a random measurement and two arcs. One is right hand side, another one should be at left hand side. This is the point. I will mark that point as X. The straight line AB. In the straight line we have a point called X. So to the straight line AB, at point X you have to draw a perpendicular line. That's why I placed my needle of your compass here. Draw two arcs. One is left hand side and another one is right hand side. Now place your needle of your compass here at the point where this arc intersected with this left hand side straight line. Place your needle here. Draw an arc above the line. Now don't change that measurement. Place your needle here. Draw another arc. Draw another arc. That's all for our construction. So when you connect the points, intersection of arcs with the point X, that will directly give you a 90 degrees right angle. That's all for our construction. I'll repeat again. In the straight line, in the given straight line, you have to draw the perpendicular line. That's our requirement. Place a point here, draw two arcs by using a random measurement, and thereafter you can take any suitable measurements, because I told you that if your arcs are not intersecting, that is not a suitable one. So you have to extend your measurement between the pencil and needle of your compass should be little extended to produce intersection between two arcs. One is here, another one is here. Only once you have to change the measurement. If you have got a measurement from here to here, don't change that measurement again. By using the same measurement in another point also, you have to produce an arc. Then intersection of those arcs should be connected with the point X by using a straight line ruler that will give you a right angle. This is also a suitable method. After completion of this construction, sometimes you might have a doubt it is 90 or wrong. If so, you can use your protractor. You can use your protractor. Here 0 and here 180. Likewise, you will have your protractor. Place your protractor here, and you have to look at the measurements. Okay, inner scale and outer scale. You can use any of them to measure. Starting from 0, here you will have exact 90-degree point. If not, your construction is wrong. If not, your construction is wrong. Sometimes students are doing the mistake as they will directly place the protractor over the line. Protractor over the line. That is wrong. Okay, protractor over the line, that is wrong, because 0 is not starting at here. No? So where the 0 is starting, somewhere in the interior only your 0 is starting. Likewise, you have to place your 0 at here, and 180 should be aligned in next side. Likewise only you have to measure. This would be our 90 degrees. You can check after completion of this construction. In your grade 7, you have been studied how to use the protractor properly. Is it clear?
Yes, miss. Yes, miss.
Yeah. Others also should respond in this one. Constructing a perpendicular line to a given line through an endpoint. Okay, that's what we are going to draw. So this is the straight line. I will name this one as xy. At point x or y, either x or y, both are endpoints. No, at x, I am going to produce a perpendicular line to the straight line xy. So to do that, you cannot do that directly. For that, by using your ruler, you have to extend the xy line. Okay, place your ruler like this. That should be exactly aligned with this xy, and extend this by using some dotted lines. By using dotted lines, you have to extend this straight line xy. Okay, this is a must. Okay, you have to extend that. Thereafter, just remove your ruler from here. Then you can use any methods. We have completed 3 methods, so you can use any of those methods to draw the perpendicular bisector for this straight line. So first, at this point, I will place my rule compass, draw 2 arcs. Now I will place my compass at this point. Okay, at this exact point where the dotted line, the extended line xy, and the arc is intersected. At that point, place your needle, draw an arc. Here also, place your needle at this point, draw an arc. Thereafter, you can connect that particular endpoint, that endpoint x, and this intersection of these two arcs. You can connect them. So that will give you the exact perpendicular line with respect to the given endpoint. So this would be the perpendicular line. I will repeat it again. This is as usual like our usual question, but we cannot find the answer directly. Somehow place your ruler to extend the xy line. Thereafter you can draw perpendicular line at this end point. So, constructing the perpendicular bisector of a straight line. So we need to construct a right angle. So perpendicular bisector also will provide you the perpendicular relationship. So that's enough. So from here, place your needle here. Uh, Place your needle here. Your pencil should be around here at point K or near to K. Around point K or near to K, just adjust your measurement of your compass. Thereafter, by using that particular measurements, you have to draw an arc above the line and below the line. Same method, place your needle at this point K. Don't change the measurement. Draw the arc here and another arc here. Thereafter, by using the straight line, you have to connect these intersection of these arcs. So this would be the construction of perpendicular bisector. That perpendicular bisector, that means that will bisect the total length, and that will give you the perpendicular relationship as well. So if you need to construct a perpendicular bisector for a straight line, that will produce you the 90 degrees as well. So this is also a method to produce right angle while doing the constructions.